Got to say, I like your video. There are a few points where I have a little difference of opinion. Those are minor, though. It's not about the whole of Roman Catholic, the Church. I just take exception to the Pope sitting down when he does his public audience into that chair with the inverted cross. And it states in the Bible how many will be led astray. I think that's what they're talking about. I've known a lot of Catholics in my life, especially from originating from, say, Mexico and Philippines. They take their faith very seriously. But to see that inverted cross in that chair and the caricature, the bent cross with the character, the deformed Christ, and the mitre hat from the fish god of the, it was either the Babylonians or a different race. But other than that, I don't know about child trafficking. It's not an issue I've ever been aware of. So I got to stay neutral on that because I don't know. And what I don't know, I won't say. But I'm glad you made the video because I've been saying all along how over time the moral degradation, they're taking away our values, our not just values but senses of decency and righteousness and truth, and how now we're exposed so much to degradation, violence, bloodshed, and it's becoming acceptable, and that's not acceptable. And that's why we have the great falling away from all the churches. And if you look in the Give Act, anybody that is under that, churches are forbidden. The Bible's forbidden. So, yeah, it's here. I can't disagree with you on that. You know, very well made video too. I could never do anything like that. I've never, as I was saying in an earlier video, I've never used the applications that way. I just write the applications. But I'm glad you made this video. I really am. And I just hope that enough people will see it and understand it, and especially those not of the faith, because they already know this and they're strong in their faith, hopefully. But even those who have no awareness of God, and they see it is not socially acceptable for harming others, shedding blood, chaos, mayhem. And we're doing somebody else's bidding right now, and the young of our country are dying for something that is of no justifiable sense of national security. This was planned over 20 years ago. I've also got that in documentation. And it's just a pretext. We're not there for oil. We're just there to maintain a presence, to dictate courses of actions. This government is, for a long time after World War II, like Dulles, when he became the head of the newly formed CIA, his first act was to help his brother, who was the president of American Fruit Company, overthrow a Central American government so he can continue to have his fruit company, so to make profit. And ever since then, it's a downward spiral. And just here recently on one of my sites, I posted about where the CIA has been busted doing ops here in the United States against a Democratic official. So it's bad that all of this is now so casually accepted or just ignored, when people should be, hey, don't be forcing or promoting this type behavior. We got to stop somewhere. And as far as lusting after strange flesh, that's what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. I mean, the angels that came to Lot are more beautiful than any mortal beings. And here Lot had virgin daughters and offered them up. No, these guys wanted to be with the. It's sick. We're mixed up. We're confused. Too many people have not felt the need, or even as children, maybe they were never made aware because their parents were not of any faith. You, you got to have some guidelines in life, and guidelines that, if we go back in time, can be applicable to common law, where you do not harm a person, you do not harm a person's property. The basis of all what used to be law, not for profit. See, now it's all for profit. Sue here, sue there. Work for your money and get enjoyment out of using your hands. Again, I got to say, I congratulate you. I agree with most of what you say. Like I say, I just take exception to the Pope sitting down with an inverted cross carved, cut out of the back of the chair. I believe it's made out of either marble or. That just ain't right. As we all know what the inverted cross stands for. So I'll just leave it at that. I want to thank you for sending me the uh, the link to follow and to look at this. This is really some good work. But more importantly, it's a good message. For we all need a moral compass to lead us through life, especially when you're in times of distress or darkness. It helps you to maintain yourself and your hope and your salvation. So, once again, thank you, brother. Let's hope God's will be done.